Have you ever experienced a culinary orchestra? That's my term for a recipe in which several tasty ingredients join forces. Just like a musical orchestra filled with talented musicians, when they come together and play, something magical happens. The sum is greater than the parts. Well, my epic corn salad is one of those culinary orchestras, filled with ingredients that on their own are tasty, but when they come together, OMG, it is absolutely delicious. And best of all, this is super easy to make. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the best corn salad you have ever had. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt and this channel is all about helping you be a better cook. And well, after you make this recipe today, well, your friends and family are just going to go ooh and ah. It is that sensational. So yes, we are making an epic corn salad today. And when you think salad, you might think lettuce. Well, there's not a shred of lettuce in this salad. This is filled with corn, legumes, veggies, and other good stuff. And best of all, it is so easy to make. In fact, there's really not a whole lot of cooking in this dish. It's more combining, and once we combine those ingredients, all those talented culinary musicians, we get the culinary orchestra that is my epic corn salad. And this comes at a good time this week because last week I injured my hand. I sprained it and cut it up while I was trail running. So my dexterity was a little bit more limited this week. In fact, in some of the B-roll, you'll see my wife opening cans and such because this hand is a little bit bummed out. But the good news is this is so easy to make that even with a slightly injured hand, you can still make it, and that's what we're going to do today. Now, another great thing about this recipe is it is highly adaptable. While it's got corn in the name, and that's kind of the star, there's a lot of supporting cast. So of course we have corn, and you can use fresh corn for this. You can use canned corn, frozen corn. It's highly adaptable. I'm using just canned corn for this because it's nice and easy. We're also going to use some black beans. And here again, you can use canned or you can make your own. And if you've never made your own beans, it's really easy. I made a whole video on making your own beans from scratch, and I'll put a link to that video in the description below. Super easy. We've also got the one cooked component of this dish. We have some peppers. We have some green and red peppers. I used a red bell pepper and an Anaheim green pepper for this, but you could also use something like a hatch pepper if it's in season. Those are absolutely delicious. We've also got some avocado, cilantro if you want to use it, red onion, tomatoes, and then we are going to finish it with a wonderful lime crema dressing. My mouth is watering just thinking about this. So we've got our components. Let's put this dish together. I'll show you how easy it is. I love dishes like this where it's just prep and dump. It is so great, especially like in the summer season where maybe you just don't want to cook, but you want a nice hearty meal. So we've got some drained corn here. This is cooked corn just from a can. I'm using 2 cans here, and again, this is highly adaptable. So use as much or as little as you want, but you're gonna wanna use at least 1 can of corn. I have 1 16-ounce can of black beans, and I drained these beans. You're gonna wanna make sure you drain them. You want them all individual. And this is gonna add a nice protein component to this dish. You can also bolster it with other ingredients. You could even add like chicken or shrimp or tofu if you wanted even more protein. But trust me, this is going to be great even just as it is. So there's our corn and our beans. Now we are going to add those cooked peppers. And I used about half a bell pepper and 1 whole Anaheim chili for this. Now we've got these beautiful red onions, just kind of small chopped. I'm going to start with about this much. That's about 3 handfuls for me. You can always add more or less. depending on your mood. This is already looking great and smelling great, and we're just getting started. Okay, we've got some small cherry tomatoes. We're gonna dump those in. That's gonna add some lovely brightness. Then those avocados, and be sure when you are cutting up those avocados, just like we did when we made my brother's famous guacamole, hit these avocados with some lime juice as soon as you cut them up. That's gonna help prevent oxidation, help prevent them from going brown. Okay, we are almost there. Start to give this a nice gentle stir. Now finally, we are gonna add some cilantro. If cilantro isn't your thing, you can use some fresh Italian parsley. That would be wonderful in this. And look at this. We have a lovely epic corn salad, but a salad isn't a salad without some type of dressing. So let's whip up a quick dressing to put on this, and then we can dig in. Okay, the basis of our dressing is going to be this stuff. I love this stuff. This is Mexican crema. It is available in a wide variety of supermarkets, but if you can't find it in yours, you can always use some sour cream or even some creme fraiche, but this stuff is just delicious. So we're gonna scoop out a couple of, maybe a few spoonfuls here right into this bowl. And then we are going to hit it with a little bit of lime juice. You can use fresh lime juice, or it was weird when I went to the store the other day, they were completely out of limes. So, well, we got this, a plastic lime, but the juice is just fine. Now all we need to do is just give this a nice whisk, just like this. You want it to be pretty thin. Okay, let's pour this on, get this finished. Oh my gosh, this looks so vibrant and beautiful, and you see how fast it came together. And one thing I forgot to mention is if you want to make things even easier on yourself, you can cook those peppers, you can saute them the night before. The reason we cooked those instead of just adding them raw is because it adds a delightful smokiness to this salad, and I think it really enhances it. But oh, just look at this. I think we'll add just a little more, just a touch more dressing here. And here we are, we have our salad nice and dressed. Now this makes a wonderful side dish, or it could even stand on its own as a main course, especially if you added something like grilled shrimp or chicken to this. But let's give this a quick taste, make sure our seasoning is there. Again, you always want to taste your food before you serve it. Absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to add a touch of salt, a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper, and this should be spot on. And here we go. Take a look at this, my epic corn salad. Doesn't that look delicious? It is just bursting with amazing ingredients, and the combination of these is just magical. Now you can serve this in any type of dish you want, but I wanted to share something I found recently at the thrift store, and I've been waiting to use this. It is a beautiful, like, corn cob holding dish, but check this out. This was made in Portugal, and I got a couple of these at the thrift store for only 99 cents, and I think they're so beautiful, and well, I think they are gonna be great serving dishes for this epic corn salad. So let's get that served up. And here we go. Here is our epic corn salad, a culinary orchestra right here on a plate. Now I suggest serving this at room temperature or slightly chilled. It's going to be absolutely delicious that way. And of course you can always refrigerate this and eat this the next day. But here we go. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you try this. Let me know, and just trust me. I think this is going to be the best corn salad you have ever had. Okay, trivia time. In the last video, I asked you to identify these strange looking devices, and well, I stumped most of you, but not all of you. Dr. Maserati was the only one to correctly identify these. They are knife rests. And yes, I came upon these things when I was thrifting a while back, and they were quite foreign to me too, but that's what these are. They are knife rests. So you can set your knife down and, I don't know, I guess that they can get some Z's. For this week's culinary trivia, I think more of you are going to get this one. We're headed back to the produce aisle. What is this? If you know what this is, or you have a guess, put it in the comments below, and I will, of course, let you know what this is in the next video. Hey, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Until next time, I hope you want to cook.